guys.
Hello.
Is everyone in? It still says 0.
Wow, it says we're live and
So we're live.
interwebs
live?
might be lacking. So, welcome in, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, now we're getting numbers up there, so we're in.
We are in.
What? Who do we have with us?
We've got a lot of. Oh, you mean this beautiful lady right here?
Oh man.
This is one of my awesome, amazing friends, Laura. We met them in Corpus Christi several years ago when we were snowbirding.
Right.
When we were snowbirding, and they live full time in their RV. And I know you guys have seen her in the chats. She's here, sold on RV Life.
Hi. I'm so excited to be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And so they came to our neck of the woods, and they're going to hang out for several days, and we're just excited. But literally 5 minutes before we sat down to do this, she rolled in because they just now arrived here in Arkansas.
And you haven't done a live yet on your
Never, ever. I don't. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
So, this is super exciting. Her first time, guys, of being able to be live. So, I know y'all are going to give her a great welcome because you all are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
And
They are. So
Speaking of, look, there's Emma Morton member for a month using one of
Woohoo!
our perks.
Nice.
But of course, Jonesy,
Just
Oh,
saying.
radio
Gotta-
show.
He has been. He was our
he's
first
been the-
member.
and then I want to throw this out there because I know they'll probably watch it later. But there's Bob, so
I told Donna happy birthday.
happy birthday, Donna.
Yes.
And they won't be on because, well, of course, he's doing the right thing and taking his wife out to dinner.
As he should.
Yes.
Have a
Right.
good evening, guys.
But I did pin the link, guys, for
Laura and Ollie.
Laura and Ollie's
Mhm.
channel over at Sold on RV Life. So,
But if you're new here for some reason that you're new here, I don't know. But we don't do roll call. So
oh, I spelled it wrong. So there's
Oh,
Did he fix
that
it?
was her fault.
no. He wants to know who's the newbie. How did he? Okay, OLIE. So I'll
OLIE.
fix how it's spelled. But yeah, that is Laura's better half. He's still, guys. They literally
He's
just got it
recovering from
down.
the drive.
So they had a long drive, and he's getting their RV set up over
At our friends Buddy and Belinda's.
Buddy and Belinda's. So
Because they got
It is an awesome spot.
you
It is
guys
so
have
beautiful.
such a large rig that they would not have been able to turn into our driveway here. It's how is it 40 or 43?
42.
42.
Yeah.
42 foot plus a dually.
Yes. And
So-
so better safe than sorry. And the headache it would have given everybody trying to
Yeah,
get
because we had to maneuver several times just to get our 32 foot, isn't it? Yeah, our fifth wheel's 32 foot. And we barely got that in, and we have a collapsed culvert to prove it. But
Oh no. Well, ours the weight of ours is just we've ripped up several lawns this week, getting in and out of our friend's
yeah.
driveway in Oklahoma.
Well, and we need to add. We've been talking about it since we got here, but when we got the Nugget, being such a smaller camper, we don't have the issue of getting in and out of the driveway until something big wants to come in, and then it's like, oh, that's right, I need to add another 8 or 10 feet of culvert and put some wider
add
driveway.
it to the list because y'all know we've got a ton of things and projects here on the ridge. So yeah, but the next best thing is they are not very far. Maybe what, 10 minutes?
From here, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
10
about
minutes.
10. Well, I didn't know where I was going, so it was
Oh.
probably a little bit,
Yeah.
you know,
It's-
next time it'll be 6, right?
Well, yeah. Well, it'll still, because of the way the roads are and
Right.
the low
Mhm.
speeds, it's going to take you about 10 minutes or so, 10 to 15. It's 6 miles
It really depends
because
on
we stayed there when we first moved to Arkansas before we could move on the
Mhm.
property. And from his drive where you guys are at to here is 6 miles.
I think it depends on what Tara's cooking, whether how fast
Yeah.
we're gonna get here.
Well, I did a lot
If
of
you want to
cooking
use all the
today.
rubber on them doolies or not. Like,
You're right. Probably not.
I mean, because we've been wanting a good like brat or hot dog or something, but y'all know how I am about buying breads and stuff. So I made some hamburger buns today. I made some hot dog buns today. I made a regular loaf of bread today. I did jalapeno jam. Oh my
Jeez,
goodness, it is
wow.
so good. What else? Oh, I did biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I've done it all.
So
So
Big Wave says Corpus Christi is his hometown.
Oh,
I am a Bluff rat.
okay. We were by Flower Bluff.
mhm.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Do you?
That's right where
look
the
at
butterflies-
that one?
Yeah, go ahead and put it up. So Wade, we did not know this. So it looks like Denise over at It's All Gravy fell today, and they're at the
No.
hospital right now. Definitely say some prayers for Denise. Yeah, I was not aware of that. So definitely keep her in your prayers for sure. Look at Joe. He's hitting all the colors.
It's harder to see it. But
Yeah.
before I could do, it's just my angle. No, you're fine.
Oh.
But it's like when I'm watching it, I can see all the things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is very different.
Well, this one, so we go through with StreamYard, so this isn't straight through YouTube, and it does make the comments a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, who we got?
There's Miss Dana.
And Tim, they're lurking. So, hi Stella and Renly. Hi girls. They're my BFFs. They're the cutest little
But
things
yeah,
ever.
it's been a busy day. Of course, had full intentions of having like this perfect spread and this perfect everything for when you guys got here, but
We did not expect that at all.
I know it, but
I know
we
your
put it
love
on.
language,
I know.
I know.
We put it on
I
ourselves,
love
but
it.
then we had an issue, guys.
Oh.
A
Well,
pretty big issue.
And so Brian of Vineyard Farmhouse is asking the plumbing issue. So, yeah, I mean, we're 7 minutes in. I guess we can. Let me go through a few comments, and then I'm gonna address what the plumbing issue is.
Yeah.
Because I did see.
Oh,
Where'd
there's
she
our
go?
niece Selena.
Yeah, there's Cinebug, and a camper that big is glamping.
It
Yes,
is
very
glamping.
much so.
You guys are going to have to go over to their channel and check it out
Yeah.
because they do live full time on this rig, and they make it so
He says,
amazingly
don't
perfect
forget
for them.
Sadie.
Don't forget Sadie, right? Sadie's not
Oh.
here yet. We're gonna have to see about introducing the two dogs.
Yeah,
together, but we'll work on it.
Maya is Maya.
And mine's a fraidy cat. So
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, she does good. I mean, it's the whole initial instinct. She's done good with other dogs as long as it's like one. She's done pretty good, and they can run around and
we'll work
play.
it
And
out.
Yeah.
the challenge is going to be see how she does with the rabbits. So Maya does great with all the animals, but it
She's
seems
a little one, if I remember
Right.
right.
when we bring another dog around, as soon as they find the bunnies,
Oh yeah.
they go crazy and try to chase the bunnies
We'll
around.
see. Well, because she does that. She chased the armadillo in their neighbors and
Oh.
in the yard the other night, and it was like,
Now Maya will chase wild rabbits, but she's very protective
Yes.
over our rabbits. Yeah.
And thanks, Paul. Yes, everybody, guys, if you could
Oh,
go in there and hit that
man.
thumbs up, and
it's so fun to see the names. I mean, you know, when you watch all the time and like it feels like you know everybody. And
Yeah.
Paul Honeyman, you know, always watch for that. And Radio Jones, I'm so far away.
Yeah.
It's
See,
been pretty
she's
exciting.
giving call outs right
Hey,
here.
I can't see them from here because I'm blind, but there are so many names they pop back up. And you know, one of the funnest thing is when I was on another channel in Tennessee and saw somebody
Yeah.
Dink and Tank, and it was like,
Dink and-
oh
yes.
my goodness, and it was like we had
Yep.
good taste. And it was
Yep.
just so fun to start recognizing people across the internet.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
just the names.
And
knowing-
as you're growing in a channel and you start going to like different, she's off to get salamander.
going to get the salamander.
When you're like, if you start going to YouTube meetups and stuff, and it's so awesome building a relationship with everybody online, but getting to like see all those people in person is just another element of amazingness. It's pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I don't know when it will happen, but we'll do look
Well,
forward to it.
you know, I mean,
heard
if
that
Corpus doesn't,
Well, we're going to be closer above. We're going to be an hour above Houston for a
Mhm.
while. So I think it's the Pinecone.
Pinecone Fest.
in October.
Maybe that's not too far. I'm not sure. I'm
That would be so much fun.
thinking about it. We'll see.
Yeah, that is one that we missed Pinecone Fest last year.
Mhm.
Just because we had so much going on, but we're thinking very hard and very adamantly that we're gonna make it this year.
It depends on when we schedule our Katy Trails trip. So
Well, that and we got Tennessee. We've got a few other things coming up, so
yeah.
we can't fully dedicate or commit, I guess, to Pine Cone Fest right now. But our intentions are to go. What do you?
Look at the
that branch.
It's the goats
It's the
jumping on.
goat.
Yeah.
I don't know where all the animals are yet. And
Yeah.
like, what is
My
over
first
here?
instinct was Sasquatch is
I
in the
know, me
woods.
too.
Oh,
I'm gonna
so
get
Dale and
it.
Nana are in there. They're at the county fair, guys. They're
Yeah. And everyone, I
County
want you to
Fair
lift
Week.
up some love to Lisa too. So she's had a major loss. I'll leave them to share that information, but keep her in your prayers as well.
So Big Wave says, "Do you know Flower? If she knows Flower Bluff, Dockside Surf Shop, Barton Street Pub, all longtime friends and family."
We not so much surf shops probably, but we've been to the Snoopy's and Docks over there on the other side. We go to the Flower Bluff HEB. It's called the Diamond in the Bluff.
Oh, jeez.
I
mean,
anyway,
We only got to spend what we spend in Corpus
Sup, Chris?
Christi. We were like 2 weeks in Corpus, I think.
Yeah, we can have 2 weeks. I mean, Corpus itself is way too big for us,
Mhm.
and we got to do a couple things that were really cool. The best part, honestly, and I'm not saying this just because she's sitting here, right? The best part the whole time, and we didn't meet them really till the end of our visit.
I think we had like 4 days
Was-
left or something.
Getting to meet Ollie and Lauro and hang out with them a little bit,
Mhm.
and then it was only a few days that we got to spend with them, and then we were gone, and they're like, "No, this isn't acceptable. We've got to make time to go back to Corpus."
But we stayed in touch. We've
Right.
stayed in touch the whole time, and we actually met.
You remember?
I do. So we talked a lot how the whole full-time RVing for us.
Hold on, it's in the sun. See, Angie likes my shirt.
Oh.
She might be biased.
Maybe a little bit. Hi, Angie. And for us, we were seeking activity, because we'd already played so much rummy. We both gained a lot of weight.
Was horrible.
Oh yeah, that storm was bad, so that locked us in for a day or so. And so I started being adamant that we would start walking, and there was a little circle of.
Hey, you guys are good. I got to make a 4-hour trip. Evidently, there's ribs on the grill, so I'm gonna.
Well, why are you leaving us behind? Oh, because we have to stay here.
Oh yeah,
Somebody's got to take care of them goats, and they weren't my plan.
Nice try.
Okay, continue your story.
But we were on a walk. Jason and I were, and we had just rounded the bend by where the laundromat section was, and on the base, because we were right there staying at the Corpus Christi Naval Air Station, and they have like laundry facilities there, and we were just rounding the corner. And then it was so funny because before we even left on the walk, I wasn't feeling people-y.
Oh, no.
And I had told Jason, if we go for this walk, I don't want to talk to anybody, right? Because I just wasn't feeling people-y, right? And so we took this walk, and then she's like walking back from the laundromat, and I think you had your laundry basket,
Probably.
and was just kind of in stride with us. And of course we start talking.
And I think I remember saying, "Did you survive the storm?" And that was it. That was the end. That we just, the thing that I love the most about this lady when we first met her is that after we talked, and I think Oli came home and we talked, and we said we should get together. And this woman, a lot of times when people say that, it's like, "Oh yeah, we should." No, how about tomorrow? And she already had a plan. She's like, I can make you some goulash. Unfortunately, I had kind of a stomach bug the next day, but we still did get together. But it was that person that will immediately say, "Yeah, let's now." And instead of going, we used to call it social lubrication. When you say,
yeah,
that's
true.
We'll get together someday, and it never happens. And with this lady, it was like, "Yeah, how about tomorrow?" And I just like, and then I just felt so good about that. And then not only that when she left, I would text her. She goes, "Oh, I was just going to text you." And that's not a relationship I had very often with someone that would actually initiate and stuff. So that's what makes you so special.
I just love her to death. But it has been a great. It's been a great. You're gonna make me cry. Now we did try last year to meet up. We were going to try to make it work, getting them here on the ridge, but we were actually taking out. I can't remember where we were going.
You're going to a meetup, I think.
I think we were going to
and then our refrigerator broke, And so it took us longer to leave, and we were
Yeah, and our paths
it
would
was
have
not right,
crossed. So
but here we are.
that didn't work. And then we were going to try to get back to Corpus Christi, and y'all
It's just
know
a
how
long-
that
it's
works.
a long way from here.
It is. You don't think
worth
it's very
it, but
long.
it's a long.
Yeah.
So.
And but you just meet people in your life, and you just click, and you just stay friends for forever and a day. And I'm so excited to have them here. And it was just like crap-a-doodle. We got to sit down in 5 minutes, and we can't even give tours and like sit and talk for hours.
Yeah.
So you guys are getting it right here, right now.
So real quick, just throw it off. Emma's package.
Yes. So we are going to be going to town. Everything is squared up and good. And Serenity, can I spill the beans on that? I'll give you a little hint. We're going to be able to hand deliver Serenities. I got to leave it at that because I can't give away too many beans, you guys. But yeah, we've kind of been holed up. So that was the other thing too, that we jumped right in. We've been holed up, guys, for what, 4 to almost 5 days. Before that, I was having a bad flare, and so I was out of commission. But we had 2 days of extreme heat advisory, and then we went into 2 days of rain. And it rained and rained and rained. And 2 communities, we're okay because we're up on the ridge, but 2 communities really close by had extreme flooding that it made the national news. 2 bridges are washed out. They'd evacuate nursing homes. Hundreds of homes were flooded. It's a really big thing. And so for a lot of that, we just stayed put. So it kind of pushed our plans back for about a week between everything that happened. And then I didn't go to town today, but somebody did, because is it time to spill the beans on the other
I guess
thing?
so. I'll let that go. Let me touch, because I am behind on comments. Shocker, right? Joe Jacobson wants to know, so am I Sir Reverend or Reverend Sir?
You are Sir Reverend. And I did read that to him. And yeah, I already said I was going to do Sir Reverend. I think it sounds much, much better. So be on the lookout. I'm getting slowly caught up with everything. It's been a week.
Jonesy says, rub it in. Meeting in person is a mission.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
And we still, Jonesy, just so you know, we didn't forget about you either.
Nope.
We're
doing
some stuff,
2 packages.
Yeah, we got some stuff in the works coming your way.
We're going to send 2 packages across the pond.
Yeah. So
10 killer in April, Sherry's asking. We've not looked at our meetup schedules for next year. What we do know is we've got to pare things down. We don't know what that's going to look like. We want to go to all of them, every single one of them. Clearly, y'all been through it with us this last summer and saw how much we were gone and how much slacked here on the ridge. So we've kind of told ourselves we're only going to do 2 meetups next year. So we kind of have to look at our schedules and see how that all works out. But yeah. Yeah.
She's fixed on.
I know, I'm telling you, Paul. It was this tree was just like laying. Yeah. It's just, you see him.
Susie.
Hi, Miss Susie.
Josh is still driving.
Hi, Josh. Drive safe.
I know they had quite a crew going to help Josh. We were kind of bummed we couldn't link up and be able to get on there to help him get some cleanup done. So Nona says she loves your shirt. You need to get one.
Which one? You got a shirt though, didn't you, Nona?
She had to. If not, we'll make that correction. But
yeah.
My phone keeps going.
Oh.
It's good stuff. Thank you.
And so yeah, I don't know. I could keep reading comments because y'all are amazing and keep throwing.
They are.
A lot of hellos and stuff over there.
They are.
Oh, well, you spill your beans about what happened. Well, it's still happening, guys. I can't even pretend like
Shiloh.
It's fixed.
We haven't taught the family about euchre yet.
I love euchre.
Yeah,
euchre is one of my
and Shiloh's in Michigan,
games.
so they know about euchre.
Oh,
huge.
Yes. Yeah, it is huge in Ohio. And it was kind of funny when I was growing up. we played just regular turnip euchre. And it wasn't until I moved to Ohio that I learned about big euchre. And I love both of them equally well, but it's so strange how regional card games are.
Right.
It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
What? We'll get to see you?
I
Check-
may or may not be, plugging
Rocking
my
some.
friend Lauren and Joel
Oh,
over and
yes.
making it home.
And I just love Lauren.
I know.
Oh.
She's a sweetheart.
Laura's been chomping at the bit to get up here to make the live tonight. She kept telling me to drive faster.
There were a few very intense moments when I was like,
Well,
She just wanted to make sure you were getting all use of all that Dodge power coming out of it.
Yeah.
come on.
so share with them a little bit because I get ahead of
Right.
myself. Share with them the vision for your channel
Okay.
and where you guys want to see that go.
Well, of course, I'm very, very new. I think maybe it's 4 months now. I'm not sure, and so it's slow going. But I really was inspired by you two. Actually, I've never done anything like ever. I really never even watched YouTube that much until she said she was going to start channels, and I actually took quite a while before I ever watched it because I really was unfamiliar.
Yeah, she's been along for the whole ride.
Actually, what really made me want to was your birthday party.
Oh,
When you went to Mama V's, when
Yeah.
everyone came together as a unit and showed love to other people, I'm like,
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
really craved that, and I was thinking,
Mhm.
I don't know if I'll get there or anything, but to have that group
Community.
of people, the community of people that know you and want to know you, is kind of what I was hoping for. It may or may not happen, but so for as far as because we live in the RV, I wanted to make it about the RV, but it's more than just some of the things I've seen in the channels of just the travel, and we visited this and we visited that. It's like, well, what did you do when you got home last night? And maybe no one's interested. I don't know. I know what it makes me happy, and I know that when I put a video together, I'm proud of what I've done,
Mhm.
and really, hopefully, it will resonate with other people. But right now, it's kind of something that gives me something to do. Is that bad? If that's just something to give me to do that gives me pleasure, and hopefully I will also be reaching out to others and sharing my life.
Because we talk a lot on this channel about we know we're not everyone's cup of tea, but we are some people's cup of tea,
Yeah.
and you're just going to resonate with different people.
Mhm.
And people will find you and they'll resonate with
Yeah.
you, and they'll stay and they'll be interested in what you're doing. And she not only shares what RV living is like, but she also shares everything she can accomplish living in an RV.
Right. The cooking, and I know it makes it hard on the niche and things like that, but the cooking, we'll be getting into doing crafts. I've just been really lazy. The cleaning, and I'll tell you what, I'm a lot cleaner around. No, I mean, it still looks bad. It still looks bad, but I'm a lot cleaner than I used to be, more straight and tidy. But I tried to, like the last few years, cleaning our bunk, it was just a wreck, and because I let it get that way. So letting other people know, this is what it's like, and because there are so many, especially in the homesteading community, they live in their RVs, and but I don't hear a lot about it. In fact, I told Missy that one day I really enjoyed when she went inside and she made her jam, just because it gave a whole different aspect to we're living in an RV, and we're trying to do this, and we are doing it, and that's the big thing. And so,
well, and I think that like the point for us too, like you said, like we're homesteading, right? So it's not full-time living in an RV. We were, right, before we got the tiny house done, we were full-time living in the RV. But when we went to, was it not 10 Killer last year? Which one was it that we did the whole breakfast for everybody? That was the Ozark Homesteading Expo. So we had went there, and guys, everybody, obviously the whole Homestead Hangout crew, and I think Eric and Missy had showed up. Like we had a crowd at the camper.
Dale and Lisa.
And that was one of our first outings with the Nugget. And yet, you can live in an RV, but yet you can still eat nice. It's not all about fast food and what you can make in the microwave.
Breakfast out of the Nugget.
And that's one of the things that when you're living in the RV, there's different things. She was full on baking when we were in the fifth wheel and doing things like, everyone is always so shocked that, well, wait a minute, where's your real kitchen? You didn't make all this in a fifth wheel kitchen. Well, yes. And, with Laura and Ollie, it's one of those that they've got the space with just two of them and their pup, right?
Yep.
So they can still have some like, hey, this is my space, this is my space.
Yep.
They can do their thing, but you don't have to sacrifice some of the comforts. Like if you go smaller, then okay, you have to, but it's
a little more challenging.
It's about
it doesn't negate it. It just makes
it's about
Yeah.
modifying, right? So like a
Exactly.
simple thing that she had found out was like, we want to bake bread, do cookies, do that kind of stuff. Well, put a stoneware underneath in the bottom of the oven to help dissipate the heat,
Right.
and then you don't get the burning. So
And
there's
that was a huge
And actually, I have
improvement.
one, but I've never used it because I haven't had the issue. And maybe it was
Yeah.
just my stove.
Well,
was just
you've
little
got a
different. Very modern, more
you've got a
modern.
much modern.
Cuddly
Yours
wants
is
to know, did you take his idea and get it rolling?
I might have to refresh my brain. It's been going 100 miles an hour this
yeah.
week. My brain.
I mean, that's only like 10
I
minutes
literally
ago.
he come out in the kitchen today.
12 and a quarter
Or maybe
inches
it
of
was
rain
yesterday.
in 16 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn, that's a lot. For those that don't know, Dawn is a neighbor of ours, and so she definitely gets the stats on that. So yeah, our area got 12 inches of rain.
I'm glad we weren't here yet.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't either. Hi, Joe.
Yeah. Joke to Jen's
But
brains never
he come
learn.
into the kitchen,
Right.
and I
If you hand
literally
deliver and don't stop, I will.
crayons. But he walked in and stared at me because I literally was standing in the middle of my kitchen with like 4 different things going, and my brain went,
It just stopped.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
bye-bye, and it was gone. And I literally, it was almost like my brain hit a brick wall and said, no, not going to happen. I'm going to make you even more confused. I literally couldn't even form a sentence to say, oh, I need to do this first, or I need to do that first, or, and I didn't get everything that I was going to do today done either. But it just, I don't know. I'm just feeling like a funk, kind of, not a funk, but our protector. But just
wait a minute.
kind of like so many things going on that my brain.
How does
just kinda
Nona
goes,
not know how to play euchre?
Oh, a euchre is such a fun game.
She's a hose. I mean, a Hoosier. She should know.
Yeah. So before
Aw.
he spills his beans, since he ain't gonna do it because he's
we're just
piddling
We're
around.
just talking too much.
Yeah.
They're taking over.
He's piddling around. We have names for the baby goats.
Oh, that's right.
We have names. The members have spoken. I was really shocked because and it is what it is, y'all. It wasn't what I would have chosen, but y'all get to decide and you all get to choose. So the members decided that the new baby goats' names are Betty and Wilma. Yes. Swami's up on there. Kind of funny because she actually had been calling one of them Betty anyway. And I'm like, no, it's up to the members. They get to decide. And yeah, 44% of the members chose Betty and Wilma. I really thought Thelma and Louise, or,
Are you going to go out and holler,
Wilma?
I know that was a suggestion.
That's the whole concept behind
That
it. Is
was
so
a suggestion.
we can holler. I mean, I holler at them all the time, and they don't listen anyways because they're like, "Just feed me," and they start blaring. We made sure, knowing that we were going to do this outside, that we fed them beforehand because you wouldn't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
So Gary says, yeah, you can throw down some good groceries out of the nugget.
I can, because I did all of Mama V's meals.
Right.
There's Patrick's idea.
Yes, as soon as I read that, I remembered. Yeah, I think that that's definitely something that would be fun to do. I would love to see that at one of the meetups, even, where we just kind of, everyone takes an hour and just writes to a bunch of people, and then we can send them out periodically. That would be great. Aw, Sharon, thank you. We love you.
You're never alone, Sharon.
No. Mm-mm.
Hey, hi, Punky.
Hi, Punky.
There's Gabby and Sam too, but hi, Punky.
Hey, you notice it? maybe it's Sam and not Gabby, because normally Gabby will say, "Hey, old people," and she didn't. She said, "Hey, from us."
I don't think Gabby's gonna let Sam get on her account.
Oh, maybe. Either way, we
She's
love you guys.
kind of ornery.
I like last week. It was like, she's saying, was that what she call you? Nana?
Nana.
Nana, and then, but not.
Whoa,
Yeah.
okay, so here's our Butendag. Howdy, Tara and Jason. Renee here from South
South
Africa.
Africa.
Hello,
Wow.
Renee.
Hello. That's so cool.
You know, you are the second person that I've ever met from South Africa. I actually, on one of my last deployments, there was a civilian guy that he was from South Africa working as a civilian representative for some of the military programs over there. And yeah, it was. I told him, I said, man, someday I'm gonna come visit you. And then he was telling me about the town where he's building. He was showing me pictures of his home, and I'm like, we'll just send postcards, because where he was living was not a fun place to live, evidently. But I mean, that's where he grew up, so he's like, I'm used to it. And but I had a lot of good times with him. So yeah, from South Africa, that's
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kath Waldron. It was a crazy amount of rain, and then you would think it stopped, and then it would start all over again. And we started seeing the reports out of our neighboring communities of bridges, like complete bridges washed out, and all of our rivers and creeks here are so swollen. They're starting to recede, but I think it's going to be a hot minute or two before they assess all the damage. And it's been a year. I mean, we're very fortunate to be up here on the ridge where we are. We'd have to have, I mean, knock on wood, something, anything, but Noah's Ark would have to be coming through for us to go under.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, I think, and it's so cool right now because I mean, it's gorgeous out here. It's
it was.
Was it hot earlier today?
No, today has been gorgeous.
Today's been gorgeous.
Long. Yeah. Winona gets to hang out with Mama V this week.
Oh, I was just texting with her this morning earlier. Yeah.
Because she should be going up in Anona's area, right? She's got to go up there, so she's going to be in her backyard.
Yep. There's JB. Hi, Miss JB.
What, Kath? I've been living off salad and yogurt for the last week because it's in the 90s. I don't ever. Oh.
Yeah. It just makes you not want to go or do anything. And, you know, I've still been having a lot of fatigue.
She's not. She's up in Hoosier land and in Janana.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I had a little rougher time recovering from this flare than I've had in the past. So I feel like I've lost 2 weeks, pretty much.
Yeah,
unfortunately, the garden does not understand that.
The garden does not understand.
Like, excuse me.
And I know on the coffee chat this morning, I was saying, you know, with the cooler weather, we should be able to, like, in the next couple of days, look forward to some massive harvest, because we've been supporting our plants and everything through the hot, through the lack of rain, through everything. We've really been trying hard to keep the plants all happy. And I really thought it was going to take a couple days before it went boom. Nah, it was by 10 a.m. this morning. It went boom. And I went out there and I harvested a huge basket of tomatoes, and I didn't even get to the pepper plateau. But yeah, it's
how many freezers do you have?
We have 3. No, we have.
Well, there's one in the house,
one up at the Nugget,
and
then we have another one in storage.
But it's not.
Hey, that's a great project for you and Ollie.
That probably would work.
I want to stay friends. I want to stay friends with him. I'm not going to put him through that torture.
Hey, if the weather's like this, it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, it won't be this.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't volunteer you, my dear. But it's up to you. Whatever. Yeah.
We're married. We understand to be voluntold how to do things.
Yeah. We're not at a shortage.
And both being veterans, we understand. We totally get the whole.
So tell us a little bit. So he's retired from the Army.
From the Army. He was medically retired in 2021. And so I wasn't ready for us to be done, but they said it was time to go. So we had to go. And at that point, we were living in Georgia, and we didn't know what we wanted to do. I mean, we weren't ready. We weren't prepared. But we did know we didn't really want some things. Didn't really want to live in Georgia. We loved our home. And so I should save some of it for, I haven't done my introduction video yet.
What?
I know. I was thinking maybe we could work on it. But anyway, so basically he is medically retired from the Army, and we're living in an RV. And the rest of it, you'll have to just stay tuned for me to actually get that video done.
She's holding the beans, y'all. She's
But guys,
the beans.
so I've been looking, right? I've been looking at my phone because I wanted to see. I pinned their channel at the top. They're at 74 subscribers right now. Now, I know RV life isn't for all of you, but they're pretty awesome people.
There.
And there's 122 of you in there right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get them to 100 tonight.
That would be awesome. And a lot of them did. When I was on Ginger's, I blew up that day, but and so I was so grateful. I told you, I wrote to you. I was like, I'm crying right now. This is so awesome. And she's like, just go with it.
Yeah, just go with it.
And it was amazing.
And what I love that
the
way that you're doing it too is that you're continuing to put out content.
Oh yeah.
Because so many times you meet new channels or whatever, and you want to promote them, but if people go to their channel, there's nothing to watch because they're not there yet. And that was one of the things we talked about.
Yeah.
Was making, keeping that content going, keeping it going.
I'm a little behind. I did a whole one last night, but I told you that. But I made a little mistake on some what do they call that? Information that I don't want anybody else to see, and so I have to fix it. No, I don't know what I'm looking for, but anyway, so I have to go back and blur that out so that I don't have.
The copyright thing.
Well, no, information that I don't want everybody.
Personal information.
Personal information. PI, and so I have to go back. But I try at least once a week for the a full. Well, my fulls are about 10 minutes or less, so it's not a lot of watching yet. But my my shorts are getting a lot of attention. Some of them are, and some of them are not. So I'm actually doing really good on the shorts. My last one got 3,000 views just 2 days ago, and I was. Can ask my husband. I was so excited. We were in the car, and I'm like, so it was a lot of fun. And so it really spurs you to do more. And
I know when I watch new channels, or I watch channels in general, kind of, and I know this sounds goofy because we're homesteaders and we're a YouTube channel, but if I like the people.
Right.
They could be doing anything. Especially if I know them, or you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Because
I care about them. And so, and we have found that with our amazing subscribers as well.
Right.
A lot of them, yes, they want to see us building all the time. But all you hardcore people that we are just like this, you're there for us, for all of it. Whether I'm in the garden, whether I'm in the kitchen, whether we're building something, or whether we're stuck on the side of the road, broke down.
And I do it for the people, basically. I watch a ton of different types of things, and there's some you're like, I don't know why this woman is just so appealing to me. She's younger, she's got kids, but she just is. And I'll watch, and I'm one of those. I'll pretty much watch the whole thing.
It's about resonating, and we've talked a lot about that.
And so there's like a very, very broad, but I watch probably, I live in my RV. I don't do very much anything else. And so I have a lot of time, and so that's what I do. Yeah. And I think probably a lot of people out there are doing that. Maybe not some of you are really busy, and I know that you're working really hard. And so, but there are a lot of us older people like myself that just really.
I'm old.
Well, but
I am.
Not as old as I am, but we're not going there right now.
She tries that at the most wrong time, which is amazing because she'll do it when.
I am old. I acknowledge it. I'm rocking 50.
You're rocking it.
I'm rocking 50.
Sure.
But it's not old.
No, not anymore.
Coming from the 43-year-old.
Even then.
We'll see what he feels like when he's 50.
Yeah.
I'll be glad to live to 50. So
whatever.
Kath, no, this is Laura.
Aunt
Swami hasn't
Aunt
started.
Swami's up there.
Yeah.
She's watching. She says hi, everybody. Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. sub.
Thank you.
And I did see, I went through and I looked, and yeah, it jumped up. We were at 85 subs.
Woohoo!
So,
That's so awesome.
um,
I'm so excited now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get to the plumbing.
all right.
issue.
So, guys,
Oh, you guys, this
we
opens
gotta-
up a whole nother can of worms.
plumbing issue.
Oh yes. I want to
So,
hear about it.
it wouldn't be the Ridge. It wouldn't be us if we just didn't have problems, right? We try not to focus on the problems. We're like, hey, everything's going great. It's sunshine and rainbows. Until you got to tear your whole bathroom apart.
Yeah. All of it.
And you find out that water was going in places that water wasn't supposed to
I
go.
Told.
We're not going to tell the people that. Nope, we're not telling the people that. We're going to hold that to ourselves. We don't, nobody's.
Still a monkey.
Yeah, so I waited too long, y'all. And hopefully it will be able to heal itself.
It is drying out.
Yeah, it is drying out. But so one of the connections that went to the vanity sink was leaking inside the wall. And when I looked at it, it was one of the older ones that was already in my plumbing bag. And I'm like, this is fine. Evidently not fine. Just buy new. Lesson learned. So I had to cut a big chunk of drywall out.
Well, I came down this morning.
Had to pull the linoleum up
Oh,
because we
no.
just put linoleum down. And pretty much that whole section was almost standing water under the linoleum. It was pretty bad.
Because when I came down this morning, of course, it's dead quiet with the exception of my dehydrator because I had that going. And I hear shh. And the other day, last week sometime,
Lizards are idiots.
I went to turn on the faucet and it made kind of a whoosh, 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 whoosh kind of sound. And I told him, months ago, I told him I see a trail of leakage and I think it's coming from the wall. And we've probably even talked about it where he thought, no, it was where the flashing, we hadn't flashed yet between the two roofs. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But this morning, yeah, I heard shh. And I was like, yeah, that's not good.
Worst fears realized. All right.
So we can barely get into the living room of the tiny house because the vanity's out.
She's trying to give me a tour.
I know the composting toilet's out. And yeah, so he had to cut up the linoleum.
Oh no.
And what?
Her shorts are getting a lot of attention. Giggles like a teenager from Patrick.
My
Talking
shorts?
about Laura's how her
Oh, her
shorts are getting a
shorts.
lot of
Oh,
attention.
these shorts. I think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the one I just getting ready to put out, I said a few things. I thought, oh, that sounded bad, but I left it.
Well, if you knew Patrick, I'm sure
Oh,
he's
yeah,
thinking
I'd
short shorts.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
are you wearing some big booty Judy shorts?
I'm not gonna tell.
And he's down there as the cuddly Texan. He's down there in
I know.
Tejas.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
his post a lot. So.
See, there's Joe. Fix it for you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I know.
So
Um,
we've got a few days of tearing apart the bathroom and putting it back together. So our composting toilet is in the living room.
So what do you? Well,
What's up, Dead Screen?
I tinkled in the living room today, y'all. I literally just sat right there in the middle of my living room and tinkled. Because that's where the toilet is right
Gabby
now.
was saying they're ready for us to come up for a visit, and Punky wants to see you, Nana. What?
I know.
Nana?
Hi, sweetheart.
That's rude.
Nana
I'm
loves
taking
you.
that comment down.
Yeah. Thank you, Anona. We feel a connection to you too, dear.
Oh my Joseph comment.
Joe.
Thank you.
Joe.
Unaddicted me to these kids.
I
We
don't
would-
know what to do about that.
Addiction is not always bad. Sometimes it's a good thing.
Yeah. Until we
Um,
get really, really behind. And like
so
I said, it's
Cass
just been
said she did
yeah.
retract the statement, but because we're on StreamYard, it doesn't show that it retracted it when I put it up. So she's blushing now because she did realize it was Laura and not, but she
Oh.
didn't have her glasses on.
Oh,
So she thought you looked like Swami.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
that's a compliment. I think we probably do kind of look alike.
Yeah.
There's
I
the
can't
Leonard.
wait. I can't wait to visit.
See, it's
with you.
Leonard Mountain Homestead. It should
If
just be
that's okay.
Leonard Clan.
Yeah, the
'Cause they-
whole clan.
Oh,
They
yeah,
got
they've
all
a
of them
bunch.
on there.
Oh, yeah.
Amy and Chris and
Yep.
Marissa plus 12. I mean, there's one now, but they're cheaper by the dozen. Just keep adding.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess I could prematurely spill a few beans, but
hey.
while we have the bathroom completely deconstructed.
Ooh, I hear a project.
Amen. Yes, ma'am. We
Sorry,
may or
Jason.
may not.
I'm not sorry. I'm used to it.
We may or may not
Right. Did you-
be
did you-
jumping into that point where we contact somebody about putting in a full septic. It's tore apart. I mean, what better time to do it than, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm ready to flush away our waste.
Although
you ready to?
I would still
was
be-
wondering how that works.
I
I
would
haven't
still
watched
be
it.
in the
It's
whole-
been
Hi,
working great.
baby.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we got enough going on around here.
Yeah, there's that.
And
But I just think that it would be a smart thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it would be smart while we have the bathroom all tore apart that we may do that.
But does it need to? Isn't that more of an outside thing than?
Yeah, we'd
yeah.
have. I mean, we'd
mean-
have a lot to prep and that.
I mean, I don't know that anything. Except for that one it flushes.
Well,
the
I know
worst.
that when-
Like, yes.
So like when I had my homestead up north, I did get a permit to put in the tanks, and then I had a certain amount of time before I had to require to put in the leach field, and then I had to just have to get the tanks pumped. And it was a blessing and a curse at the same time. But everyone that knew me and everyone that lived with me, they all knew if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
We used to do that too.
Because
because you have that,
Yeah.
that field will get filled up if everyone's flushing the toilet. every few
Absolutely.
seconds.
And
Oh,
so
totally. In
Yep.
fact, ours did fill up eventually,
Tony
and we had to put it out.
Tony
in the
wants
shed.
to hear
Yeah.
your most famous sound that you always do all the time. He said, "How'd that noise go again?"
which one?
You always do your
Just-
Free
yeah.
my free.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
That's what my husband says all the time. How'd that go?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I
Or
don't know.
wait, what?
it
Maybe
my
they're
brain?
talking about Sharon Holbert's on here about the water.
Oh, the water. Shh.
Yeah. Sound effects are so important.
I need to just, maybe I need to like go into the, because we used to use Audacity and now I've switched to a new music service. If you all haven't noticed on the videos that we've got different music than everyone, but I thought there's so many sound effects. Maybe I need to get
I
paid.
haven't really started.
Maybe I can go in there
do
and
your
go.
own sound effects. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Jonesy's working in the yard.
Nice,
But
Jonesy.
there you go. James Hall, y'all.
Hey, James.
Right, I know. I
James
mean,
Hall, y'all?
yeah. No,
Oh,
not
no.
James
No,
Hall.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
No.
What's his name? Is Ryan.
Ryan
Hall,
Hall,
y'all.
I was
y'all.
gonna say,
But
what?
every time I see James Hall,
Okay.
it's like it's
Mhm.
James Hall, y'all.
Yeah. No, I mean, if the toilet is in the living room, you can tinkle in the
Oh,
living room.
sure. Why not?
So, not ideal for when we're having guests on the fridge. I mean, I guess our saving grace is we do have the nugget.
I was gonna say you have the little.
We do have the nugget,
Yeah.
and actually, the toilet is probably gonna have to come outside. I'm gonna have to lower Ingalls Wilder it, guys. I'm gonna have to probably put the composting toilet in, probably in the Harbor Freight shed.
She's gonna need an outhouse.
That's a good thing she's pretty. I don't know where it's going in the shed.
Is it full? I haven't seen that part yet.
It's very full, but I mean,
I know you
if-
just need to build another thing, another
outhouse.
outhouse.
Yeah.
in our
Let
spare time.
me just find all
You
that
can mill
spare
all
time.
of it yourself. It will be
Mhm.
so easy.
You know
Yeah.
what? Maybe that's what the guys can do. The guys can mill lumber, and you and I can do
I
kitchen
want
stuff.
to do kitchen stuff. with you
Dennis,
so
yeah,
bad.
Dennis has a 5-gallon bucket and a toilet seat. That's pretty
That's
much
what
what we're
it
doing
is.
now.
Yeah.
That,
I just made it pretty with a box.
yeah.
Scrap pieces for a
Uh-huh.
box. Anyway, but yeah.
Well, if we're here for the day and we keep running away, we'll probably just be 10 minutes away. We'll be back in
Oh,
10
man.
minutes
Well,
and go to the
I
toilet.
need to like take it to some thrift
Jonesy's
shops.
officially a homesteader now. He just replaced the section of fence for the first time.
Oh,
Look, he's getting big dog over there
You
now.
go, Jonesy.
He's got to keep all those.
I mean, truth be told, Mrs. Jonesy probably like bugged him about 50, 60 times. Am I right, Jonesy? Am I right? All right. I think I'm right.
No, she mentioned him one time. He took care of it. It's fine.
Right?
He's trying to
Oh,
keep
unlike
those.
the toilet or the bathroom leak. Okay,
Oh, you guys
so
are so funny.
yeah. I mean, just saying. But
Just
yeah.
saying.
There's Molly, and I'm sure Jason's lurking, or she'll tell him later on.
Yeah, flush, Angie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Emma saying, yeah, we.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, fortunately, the composting toilets do work for we're all using composting toilets. So it does work. I mean, people have done it for hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
Is it filling up super fast in the compost bin? Absolutely. So if we need to put in the system, now would be the time, especially with us having the whole bathroom tore apart. The shower is still functional, so ain't gonna stink. But even if it wasn't functional, we have the outside shower.
Right.
And so there is that. It's just those midnight.
Mr. and
Who
Mrs.
wants to run
Job,
away
it is
potty
pinned to
breaks?
the top
Hate
of the
that.
comments.
Yeah.
That is
What do we?
Laura's channel.
What
We
did
got
we-
less than 10 minutes.
No, I mean, like, what are you
Oh.
guys at?
What'd we
hit?
Spencer
What'd we
told
hit?
me 90 something
Woohoo.
a minute ago, but 90. He told me 90.
92. We
You
need
guys
8 more to get
you
her to
guys
100,
are
y'all.
so
8
awesome.
more. 8 more, guys.
And then
Thomas Bowen,
comment.
yes, we've
You
talked with
comment.
David about.
Yeah.
I don't get very many comments.
Yeah.
I sometimes want to welcome bad comments.
Let's
I
make her
don't
busy,
know.
Right.
y'all. She's almost saying, "Hey, I'm a lazy YouTuber and I don't have anything to do." So let's not do that.
Well,
We're
I
gonna
don't know
go in,
Ask my
watch some of her
husband. He's like,
videos,
are you still doing? No, I'm on.
and just
I know.
give her all the comments.
Yeah,
Just
make her have
throw
to
a
go in
hi.
and reply, and then
I
I'll show
will.
her how to reply to the
Yeah.
replies,
I
even
know,
though I'm not as good about that.
I do a little bit,
Do
but
you
it's
got
hard
that?
to know what to say sometimes for the reply.
Oh.
So, but I've
Mhm.
been getting so much. I do get a lot of advice. Both my brothers have channels, very different types of channels, but now we have something to talk about. It's really awesome.
Yep.
And we've just been throwing ideas at each other, and it's really nice. Sometimes it's hard. It's like, are you saying I'm not doing it right? And like, no. You know, it's like, well, but I know I have a lot to learn, and I think that that's important. And I am willing to learn. And
And I think what's really important, and I know I shared this with you from the beginning when you guys first started, was yes, there is a learning curve to the analytics side, to the studio
algorithm.
side. Yeah. So I mean there is a learning curve. So take all the advice that you can get for that aspect of it. But first and foremost, like what we do, keep it real.
I
Keep it
definitely
real.
try to do that.
And if you're
Patrick put the license plates on the Bronco. He's a homesteader, not
Oh,
me.
but
anything you do, any little work
Yep.
you do, okay.
so I mean,
Yeah.
and just staying real and
I really try
committed
to
to that.
And there are times when I say, why do I say that? But you know what? That's what I said. So hey, it's
Killing
me.
me, Tony.
That's right.
You're gonna
Killing
get
me.
me most.
Wanting Berkshire piglets? Not yet.
Oh,
but we will.
Dang
Not
it.
yet.
If
no.
my bathroom wasn't
Yeah.
all tore apart right now and my stuff wasn't in the living room. Oh, before y'all go. So, and I know we say this a lot because I'm always talking about, the kitchen being tiny and this. And one of the first things that she said when she got here, go ahead.
Well, I thought I can't remember what I said. What did I say?
About everything looking so much, or
everything
looking
is-
bigger than what it really truly is.
Right. The kitchen looks great. The rest
Yeah.
of it, no. The rest of it looks smaller.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But the kitchen, I thought felt very good size, bigger than
Yeah.
the living room, I think.
Yeah. It kind of is based on the size or on the, the floor plan, but that just kind of goes to show like the differences between what the camera shows
definitely.
versus actual
Check your
space.
count. I'm showing 99, but they're saying you got 100.
Amy says you hit 100.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so exciting to me. Let me see what it says. Oh, are you gonna lick my leg, dog? Okay. Of course my internet is not happy. Okay.
Oh,
there
I
it
don't
is.
have her
My,
hooked up. Welcome to Arkansas.
Yeah, I have T-Mobile, so it's
Yeah.
rolling. It's just twirling. So I have the
so yeah.
twirler. My husband can tell me. Tell me, husband.
While she's looking that up, guys,
The
every
mosquitoes.
Thursday, right? This is like clockwork. You could set your clocks to Thursday.
99. I have 9.
Starting at 5 Central
This one's-
is gonna be
Oops.
the amazing, and right there they are,
Yeah, not for
Gillen
nothing.
Farms,
Gillen
Oh,
Farms.
Gillen-
Johnny and Christine, right? So
They're
you,
first.
yep,
At
Gillen
5.
Farm starts
Oh,
at
I thought,
5.
oh, I thought you were saying next. I'm thinking, wait a minute, am I wrong? 'Cause
We're
then it
on
goes
at
in-
6.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and sometimes we'll bring guests in. We never know what we're gonna do. We'll be at some remote location, and then after us, you're going to Not for Nothing Homestead. All right,
Mhm.
Ginger. Hopefully Joey's there because he's the star.
He
of
was
the
there. He was there on Gillam's.
Show. Yeah,
So they must be there together.
but if not, Ginger will get lonely and she'll bring some friends in and she hangs out. It's always a great time, guys. They always have something to where you're gonna laugh, you're gonna giggle, and then you're gonna laugh some more, and then you're gonna be like,
Man.
wait, pause, I have to go to the
I
bathroom.
love
Eating
it when they
grass.
burst into song.
Yes. And then when you're done at Not for Nothing Homestead, you're going to 9 Acre Family Farms. And that's right there, y'all. Right there. You're going to go to Dale and Anna. And I don't know if they'll be at home or they're going to be at the fairgrounds. They're going to be
yeah.
somewhere because it's fair week for them. So
And
they're
y'all need to
busy,
go
busy,
check
busy.
them out and give some support to Lisa. Like I said, that that's
All right,
it's her
I'm
story
showing
to tell.
104 right now.
Oh,
Oh,
amazing.
nice.
Mine's not catching up. But
You
that's
guys
so cool. Thank
are
you guys.
Awesome
I appreciate
and
it.
amazing.
I'm so excited.
And Kath, I'd seen a comment. Yeah, when I send something fake to, or I don't. It's hard to engage and stay connected to. And unfortunately, I've left a few channels, because of that. Like, especially, and I tend to leave
See
the
you,
ones
Jackie and Daryl.
that.
Great one.
Hi guys, bye guys. That it's not everything is always roses and butterflies.
Right.
And
That
those
does
that
happen.
say that it is, I feel like they're just not showing their vulnerabilities. And for me, that was one of the things when I started my channel, or our channel, was I wanted to be real and I wanted to be vulnerable and I wanted to be
Love y'all too, Eric, Tina.
who we were.
Yes, Wade. Been using the outdoor kitchen. You just keep going. I'm throwing side comments in. We only have 2 minutes and then they
Yeah.
have to go to
Oh,
Down
no.
for
But yes,
Nothing.
totally understand that.
Yeah,
For sure.
I do.
Yes. And they're prepping for Evan. Yes. And I know a couple of people had asked, who are we promoting? It is Laura and her husband. It's
Yeah.
sold on RV Life.
Yeah. So,
That's who we're.
and we did pin the comment with their link up top, and go check them out, showing some love. And y'all, I know that they're a new channel and they are just starting to navigate the YouTube world, but I'm telling you, there's no way that our friendship could have sustained this many years with so few actual in-person visits
Right. With a lot
if
of
she
texting.
wasn't such an amazing person, and Oli as well, and Sadie. So I mean,
Separate 5, brother.
yeah.
There's 2 vets in a van.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
nice
I
guys.
watched some
And I seen they just hit 150 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
definitely get some more out there up in the old Canadas
Yep.
touring around. We need
We
more
love you, Dale and Lisa.
real in today's world.
Yeah,
If
well-
you're homesteading, it's never roses. And then yes, right there.
Right.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw that one before we decide that you guys gotta go. We're done.
We're out of time.
Yeah.
But we
That's
appreciate
our hour.
all of you
And
guys.
I don't
Thank
need
you,
Joey
everyone.
coming over
Thank
here
you
to
so
fix a
much.
whooping on me. So I need y'all to get over there to Not for Nothing Homestead.
Yeah.
I can even spell it.
I know, every time. It's kind of a thing, you get
I
known
love
for
the
something.
things.
Yeah.
I love
Hopefully
the
when you
things.
all see us next, I might have a bathroom again.
I
I
hope
don't
she
know.
does, because I'm visiting for a few days.
Right?
Maybe. So, all right, guys, get over there. I know they probably already started because we're already running
I
late.
know.
So go on now. Go on now. Get on out of here. Get. Not for nothing. Get. Go on now.